What's up, friends, enemies, and everybody in between? This is Dave LeClair with Make Use of Tech Bytes, and we're going to take a little break from CES to talk about Samsung today. The Samsung held its Galaxy Unpacked event, and the company announced all kinds of goodies, so let us jump right in. We're going to go in reverse order from the way Samsung went, starting from most important to least important. So here we go with the Samsung news. So the first thing we got to talk about today is only tangentially related to CES, but Samsung held its Galaxy Unpacked event where it finally unveiled the Galaxy S21 smartphones. It revealed three phones, the S21, the S21 Plus, which are basically the same, but one is bigger, and the S21 Ultra, which is its answer to the iPhone 12 Pro. This phone does everything. So as you might expect, all three phones feature 5G connectivity across all the major bands, so you'll get all that speed that you want, but we kind of expected that from a flagship in 2021, and that's not really the exciting part. So let's get into what the S21 does that is exciting, which is a lot. So first thing that's really cool is the screen. They all feature an adaptive refresh rate that goes from 48 Hz to 120 Hz on the S21 and 10 Hz all the way to 120 Hz on the S21 Ultra. And basically what that does is it allows you to get that smooth scrolling when you need it, and when you don't, it can scale back the refresh rate and save battery life. A high refresh rate really burns through your battery life because the phone has to render that many more images in order to fill that frame rate. So by dropping that down when it's not needed, you'll save a ton of battery, which is really cool. The S21 and the S21 Plus both feature Full HD Plus displays. The S21 is 6.2 inches and the S21 Plus is 6.7 inches. The S21 Ultra, on the other hand, features a 6.8 inch screen with a Quad HD display, or Ultra HD, or 4K as most people tend to refer to it. And it is an AMOLED display, which is going to give you that super bright picture. In fact, it's 20% brighter than its predecessor. The S21 Ultra will also feature support for the S Pen, which is the first in the S line. Usually that's reserved for the Note, which just further gives us the indication that the Note is probably going to be a thing of the past. The other big thing with these phones is the cameras. Samsung went all out on all three models, but specifically on the Ultra. The Ultra features one of the best smartphone cameras, if not the best smartphone camera that you're going to find. It has a 108 megapixel main lens. It has multiple telephoto lenses. It has an ultra wide lens for getting macro shots. I mean, it does everything. It has up to 10 times optical zoom, which Samsung managed to squeeze in spite of the phone's back not being that much thicker than other phones. I mean, it is a little chunky, but it's not unreasonably big. The S21 and the S21 Plus cameras are nothing to sneeze at either, but they don't come with many of the same features as the S21 Ultra. There's still three lenses. There's still the 12 megapixel main, the 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 64 megapixel telephoto. You can still get really good zooms and really good close-ups. It's just not going to be the same as the Ultra, which makes sense because that's what you're spending the extra money on. You should also note that the S21 starts at $800. The S21 Plus starts at $1,000, and the S21 Ultra starts at $1,200. So that's about the price that we would have expected from these phones, but they are definitely not cheap. There's a lot more we can go into about the phones, but we only have so much room in this video. So head to makeuseof.com. I'll put a link down in the description to our full article breaking down everything the S21 family brings to the table. Sticking with Samsung for a minute, the company also announced the Galaxy Buds Pro at its event, and these are some really feature-packed earbuds that look quite cool. Samsung basically gutted everything we know about the Galaxy Buds and put a completely new design with the Pro. So they come with all sorts of other features that you won't get, including this noise cancellation that is kind of mind-blowing. Basically, they feature active noise cancellation, but when they detect that you're talking, it automatically turns that off so you can have a conversation with somebody while your earbuds are still in. You don't have to pause or take them out. As soon as you start talking, it picks up your voice and it turns down the volume and turns the noise cancellation off. You can have your conversation, and when you stop talking, you go back to being immersed in your earbuds, which to me sounds incredible. I mean, that just sounds like such a convenient feature if you're out and about in the world and you're living your life listening to music, but you want to go order a coffee, or you see a friend walking down the street and you want to say hello. This feature sounds really cool for that. They also have device switching, so they'll seamlessly switch between multiple devices if you're listening to music and you get a phone call or you switch to your laptop. Pretty much any Bluetooth device that you can connect to, it'll seamlessly switch between them. If you're going to use these to make calls, Samsung also has a lot of features that are designed to make call quality better. It blocks out the wind, it picks up your voice better, and blocks out background noise, so you'll get much clearer calls when you're talking to people. There's an 11mm woofer and a 6.5mm tweeter, which, yes, that sounds hilarious. A 6.5mm tweeter, say it 3 times fast. You can pre-order them now for $200. So they're right in that sweet spot for what we get typically from high-end earbuds. So if you're interested in something that does a little bit more than just play music, but has a lot of extra features that'll make the experience more enjoyable, these are definitely ones to keep on your radar. Understandably, most of the focus today was on Samsung's phones and earbuds. But Samsung started its event off with a nice little tile tracker alternative called the Galaxy SmartTag. The $30 tag is going to be available right now along with the S21 devices, so when you pre-order your S21, you can actually get one of the tags free. Later, there's going to be an ultra-wideband version, which is $40, so $10 more, and that'll give you a wider range. Either way, it functions pretty much like a tile tracker. You clip it to your device, and if you misplace your device, you can use the app on your phone to find it. And if it's not nearby, it'll triangulate the location based anonymously with other Galaxy devices, and it'll help you narrow it down. So if you were to put it on your dog and your dog ran away, you could use other devices to track it down and bring your dog back. Same goes for if it's on your wallet or on your keys or whatever you decide to clip it on. It's not exactly a revolutionary technology. It's existed with Tile for some time, and there are other trackers out there on the market that do the same type of thing. But it's still cool that Samsung is offering one for people who are really invested in the Samsung ecosystem. They can now get a nice little tracker to go along with all their phones and their earbuds and their other Samsung devices. Alright everybody, thanks again for hanging out with me. It warms my heart to know that you spent part of your day hanging out with me, learning about Samsung. Make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe to make use of, and hit that little bell so you get notified whenever a new Tech Bytes episode comes out. We will be back tomorrow with more CES madness. Stay tuned, and we will see you guys in the next episode.